Well, good morning. Welcome to the first day of May. We made it. If you're not aware, May is one of the most looked forward to months and celebrated months for birders. Some would argue it's the best month for birding. And we're starting off looking at an American Wigeon. You can see it's a bit smaller than the mallards that it's with. Seems like it's warmed up quite a bit. And the birds know it too. There's your mallard. Okay, we'll pan over here and it looks like we got some Mergansers diving down. Looks to me like they're maybe a hooded Merganser. I'm still working on all my identifying, and sometimes with the females, this possibly could be a common Merganser as well. So what I do after the live feed is I go and review the footage, look at my guidebooks, and then identify the ones that I can the best, the ones I wasn't able to while we were doing this. I repost the footage in full 1080p. So it's full quality. And then I time code the ones. Ooh, look at it go. Saw something good. The reason why I think this one's probably a common now, I look at it again, is just the head. It's got the distinct head color compared to the neck. Let's just take a look at this other one. Let's see if it's similar or a little different. Yeah, see, it doesn't have the white neck that I can see. Oh. So I'd say maybe that one's the hooded and the other one's the common. And of course, I welcome comments, and anyone that knows their bird's a bit better than me, or has a guidebook, or another thing that you can do is you can take a screenshot. And I've used an app such as like Merlin ID. It not only does audio, but it also does photo identification. And you can take a photo with the Merlin ID app of the screen, and I've had some pretty good success with that too. All right. Let's see the Canada Goose in here. There's a pair of them, so they're probably got a nest going. There's the other one right there. Hopefully we can find some more ducklings and goslings today. Here's the other Canada goose coming in. Okay. Oh, smaller bird flew over here. Let's take a wander. See what other species we can. So in the month of April, we were able to get 60 different species on live stream, over 12 live streams. Let's see if we can beat that for the month of May. Oh, looks like it was a song sparrow that just dipped into here. No. Okay. Again, I thought I saw the little sparrow go into there, but oh, there's a goslings of the Canada goose. There's some below me here too. Well, we have some new members of the marsh. Thought I could hear them. Let's see if I can wander around here and get a closer shot, or a better shot. Don't want to disturb them. Oh yeah, here they are. Oh, look at these little ones. They're just tiny. It's a mallard with its... Oh, taking care of the fam. Like any mama would. She's got her work cut out for her. Look at their little wings. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 11. Must be just a couple days old. Staying safe amongst the shore. Okay, let's wander around a bit more. See what else we can spot. A couple rock pigeons here. And then a couple sparrows here. Well, it sounds like we're not the only bird fans here. That's way down here. Well, there's another little duckling. Ah, there's a few families. This family here's as you can see, they're starting to be fed, and it's a lot of hungry birds here. And a lot of times it's a good idea, or I find it's a good idea, when some ducks are getting fed, is to look at the ones that aren't going for the food. So those tend to be where you might find more of a wild. There's your hooded merganser. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that that other one was the common merganser. Yeah, so you get that hooded one there, and I'm pretty sure this here is your female common. Let's just see here, we'll move up a bit. And when you're able to zoom in, you can, wow, look at it zoom. You can start to see the differences are. Now I've got the equivalent of a 1200 millimeter lens on this camera, so I find that's pretty helpful. But I see that Merlin here's a downy woodpecker. I'll keep my ears open for that. There's that Wigeon. American Wigeon. Pretty sure that's the same one. Okay. You see this watchful parent here, keeping an eye on things. Okay, that's the song sparrow. Let's see if we can get a shot at it. Yeah, there's one. There it is. Oh, just. I'm sure we'll get a closer look at one of those. They're quite common here, probably the most common sparrow here. Oh, and here's a white-throated sparrow as well. I don't see those very often. And across this way here, I can see in the little island. Looks like a little sparrow flew into there. See if you get a look at it. You know, oftentimes you want to be able to identify every single bird, but you know, it's just not possible. And you know, birding's about what you can identify, not what you can't. And we'll get lots of good looks today. And I'm sure we'll be able to identify quite a bit. Okay, well, let's just wander back this way. And if you've ever seen the live stream here before, you know that we're kind of stuck on this side due to good cell phone coverage. I use, wow, look at these, look at this mama. Being a good little family and sticking close. Yeah, so like I said, oh, I heard a hummingbird there. It sounded like a rufous. Let's see if I can, if it sits down somewhere. Oh yeah, see, there, yeah, they're just the itty bitty, that's why they're so washable. Brand new ones. Working out those wings. Learning so much about the world. Just had a spotted towhee across here. Oh, there it goes. Well, maybe it's a pair of them. Went into the underbush there. Let's see. See if they'll be kind enough to come out. You can hear the song sparrow in there as well. Well, definitely the leaves are growing in. Everything's getting a bit thicker. I'm seeing a little. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, song sparrow. You can just make out its song there. I'm fully zoomed in on 1200 millimeters, so it's a bit of a ways, but I think the mic can pick that up. Yeah, these little guys exploring, wanting to get down to the adventure zone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's the big parent's feet. Gives you a size of whole idea how small these little goslings are. It's like breaking out for recess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2 parents. Oh. These ones are pretty new. Good morning. Morning.
Getting some nice shots.
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. We'll get back to the species hunt, but right now this is a little too fun to see. See the crows come up here. Unfortunately, they're fans of the little ones as well. In a totally different way. That's your American crow. Oh. Let's see, can we get some of these swallows that are... Oh, I see a heron in the background, great blue heron circling around. I'll keep my eyes open for them. There are actually a number of them here because they've started nesting in this area, which is just awesome. I think this is the 3rd consecutive year of nesting. I'm not sure. These the same little ones.
Wait for us, buddy. Ben. Oh, look at it. Oh, those ones are good too. What? Oh my gosh, those are cute. Oh, that little one has a hurt.
Alright, well, let's go wander down this way. Might be a bit quieter down at this end. Let's see. I could hear that finch as well. I think it's way up high. Yeah, and then look at the size difference of these goslings compared to, so that's 5. So I was here about a week ago and saw 5 goslings, and they were, oh, probably the same size as those other ones. Maybe a little larger. This is probably them. It sure doesn't take long for them to grow up. These are the little calls. One protective goose there. This one hooded Merganser. It seems to be smaller than the other one. Quite a bit. And when you're identifying birds, there's several different things to look for. Size. And then when it's a duck, are they dabbling ducks? Like these guys here? Or are they a diving duck? Those are a couple little clues to help you identify. And then it's just a comparison of comparing them to, what you do know. Where it's like, okay, well, this Merganser's, pretty color, whereas the other one's got a distinct color. Okay, now that's a red-winged blackbird that we can hear. See if we can find it here. I think it's oh yeah, it's at the top of this. It'd be hard for me to get the right angle. I'm sure we'll probably see another one, but it's always good because you never know. So whenever I see a different species, I always try to get a shot of it first. In the old filming world, we'd call that a safety. Yeah, there you go. Getting a safety shot. And then you try to get it to be a little bit better. But distinctively shows it as a red-winged blackbird. And that's kind of my little fun game that I play while doing these live streams, is I try to get the shot so that you can identify the bird with the shot or the footage. If it's sorry about that, lost main camera for a sec when I probably cranked it up. Did it move on me? Must have lost main camera there. I feel like it's right there. Let me just move around a little bit. Let's give us a viewpoint of it. No, okay. Readjust. I move, the bird moves. There we go, let's see. I noticed that the main camera was down, so I'm not sure if we did get it on camera here, so let's just... There we go, let's see. Now can we get a shot that it's identifiable like we had? Now you could identify it by its very unique call there. I gotta move here because I think I'm blocking my cell signal now. Okay. Let's see, we're buffering. Sorry folks, I'll get it back on soon. Very sensitive to the very little bit of cell signal we got here to send this much data. Okay. Oh, looks like we got a eagle coming in. Definitely some nervous parents. But that's understandable. Yeah, see here you can see the two Mergansers are quite close. Maybe get the size difference, but yeah, this hooded one's probably almost half the size. Oh, I got a quick glance. Two of them. Those were terns. With that very unique call, it's a Caspian tern. That would have been cool to catch on camera. The song sparrow hiding in the bushes there, but oh, that was neat that those terns flew over. You know, that's one of the nice things about having the Merlin ID. You know, it's not 100% accurate, but I could definitely recognize that was a unique call. And you know, I'm still an amateur birder, so me recognizing a bird that I don't hear very often is not going to happen. Unless it's very unique. But that's why I'm out here, learning, trying to get better. Okay, let's wander back down. See if we can get some new species on here. See a heron landing in the distance there. That would be a good target to get for today. You can hear the sirens. And this marsh, we're lucky to have it. It's right in the middle. It's kind of sunken down, but really close to the middle of the center of town here. So it's a nice spot for the wildlife to have. Let's just take a look over here. Okay. See a, sorry about that, I see a Rufous. Can just make it out. Yeah, there. I can make it out. Camera can't quite. I think it's taken off now. You can see I'm buffering again. I think what happens is the signal tower that I get is behind me, and sometimes I get in the way of my device. But we're doing our best. Just scanning to see if that Rufous Hummingbird is around. Okay, let's look over here again. See if we can spot any herons in there right now. That one? Yeah, there we go. Somewhat make out a great blue heron there. Maybe its head is about behind the branch. Okay. I'll keep my eyes open, see if we get a clear view. Okay, I'm just gonna mute the audio as this float plane flies overhead. Okay, should be all good now.
Yeah.
Good morning. I just can't help shooting these little ducklings. I can hear a rufous, and I can hear a spotted towhee. Let's just see. All right, well, I'll come back for that towhee. Some people over there enjoying the birds as well, and we're filming birds and not people. That's a different show. And it feels a little quieter. You know, it's funny, I watch my old live streams and I hear myself say that, and then I end up getting more species than other ones, but it does feel a little quieter over here today. And while I'm standing here, I usually just kind of scan the treetops and try to be as observant and aware of all the different calls. Hear that one red-winged blackbird calling. You hear the song sparrow singing. And then once I hear something, I kind of look in that direction, and a lot of times the branches will start moving and tip you off. But you know, with spring we get more birds, but we also get more leaves. There's a heron. There you go. Got a little bit of a glance from that. The great blue heron, which we're super lucky to have here. And last week I saw my first ever green heron, which are quite rare here. Well, they're labeled as a rarity 2, which means they're not seen every year in this region. Morning. Okay, let's wander down this way. Saw maybe a sparrow going to there, so I was hoping it'd come back out, but during these quiet times, it's always good just to check the treetops. Definitely hear that one. Red-winged blackbird. It's Sounds like it's coming from this tree here. Oh, there, I think I spotted it. Just giving us a little peekaboo. I can hear a little bit of hummingbird activity behind me. Here's this American Wigeon. Duckling show this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13? Oh, look at them go. Alright, let's see. Here's the Towhees. I should be able to get one of them. Alright, well, let's wander down there in this corner just a little bit. See if we can get a strong enough signal just to this corner here. Sometimes there's the sparrows tend to like be on the ground. I'm not seeing any there. Not too many here either. Can hear the towhee calling. It almost sounded like an Anna's. Sounds like that towhee's getting a little closer. Let's see. So that call it, to me sounds like a bit of a cat's meow. Is the towhee. Okay, I see one bird top of this tree in the middle island there. Right in there. Just make out. Ah, there's your towhee. I find that very fun and satisfying when you can hear them and then spot them and confirm it's your spotted towhee. I'll soon back out here and walk up a little closer, see if we can get a little tighter shot on it. Okay. Let's see if that gives us a little bit better of a look. A little bit. See the bright red eye on him. Okay. It almost sounds like there's some finches behind me. It's always good to check the treetops. Seems the finches like to sing on the top. And there goes a heron flying by. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can find a few more. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting some sparrows on the ground now that no one's walked through in a bit. Looks like another song sparrow, which is the most common sparrow we get here, followed by probably the white-crowned. Oh, looks like there's a second one. So that's your song sparrow. I don't think we've gotten a fox sparrow yet. They're larger and very similar to song sparrow looking, but they're larger and have a longer tail. Yeah, I'm a sucker for filming these ducklings here. There's our mallard. Hear the feathers of the duck as it's flying over us, over the mallard. Definitely sounds like there are some finches around. Almost sounds like they're just kind of doing flybys. See your rock pigeons coming in. But Towhee's still just calling away. Better view. There goes the Towhee. Let's wander back up this path, see if we can see another sparrow or two, or keep our eyes open for the warblers or the finches. Here's the Towhee. Glides down, I'm not too sure where that ended up. Most likely a song sparrow. The Towhee came across here. Oh, there's the second one. I'll wander up, see if I can get a nice shot of the Towhee again. That's your spotted Towhee. Yeah, goldfinches. That's what Merlin's hearing. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh, you're fine. Oh, yeah, no, you're totally good. Here, I can move to. Yeah, I'll move to the side. and big things. Yeah, no
I
problem.
just have a lot of stuff
Yeah.
coming out. Okay, Marsha. Thank you.
Have a good day. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's just wander down. Okay, so I'm hearing some, what I think are finches. Goldfinches, actually. I was hearing them. Sound like they're a little further in the distance now. It's funny, I kind of hear them ahead of me and I hear some behind me. And getting right underneath them is definitely not ideal for getting a shot of them. Okay, well, I'll wander up there a little bit. It might stay to buffer a little bit for a sec because the trees might get in the way of my cell phone tower, but I'll try to keep an eye on it. I'll wander up here. We'll play with a little fire here with the buffering. But it'd be kind of nice. I always like to see. Seems like day by day it changes. Oh yeah, okay, I think I'm right underneath it there. Should be a little opening here. I should be able to get a signal and let's see. I'm not seeing any buffering yet, so I think we're good. They do an excellent job of blending right in. Not seeing any jumping out at me yet. Okay, let's just change my angle a little bit and see if we can peek in through the trees there. There's definitely a goldfinch up there. I could try to create some distance here. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to get an angle on one of these goldfinches. I'm recording a live stream right now of the birds. Were you able to get a look at the goldfinch?
Not this particular one,
Yeah.
but there was one on the other side of the marsh about a half an hour ago.
Nice. Unfortunately, I don't get good cell signal over there, so I'm stuck on this side. Just another factor to add to birding.
I live up in the top of the hill in West Seashell, and there's lots of them up there.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen any in my yard yet, but soon. Yeah. Have a good day. Okay, I'm gonna just try wandering back since we're still got a pretty good, well, I might have spoke too soon, but let's just see. Okay, I finally saw a little branch move. Sorry for the loud truck there. As you can tell, I'm by the road. Oh, the goose came in. You know, and this is the diversity of birding. Sometimes it's fast and furious, and sometimes you can sit there for minutes on minutes, hearing the bird but not being able to see it. This is maybe not ideal for some, but this is the authenticity of birding. And that was something I was really hoping to do with the live streams. You know, I've done videos before, but once you edit them and, oh, I'm buffering here. I'm gonna move. Not sure how long it was buffering for there. I just glanced down. There's my border. You have to go right into the good stuff. Right back to the first place. Where, oh where is my little goldfinch? So if you're watching, comment below. Do you enjoy these moments where we're looking for moments on end for one species, or? I see I'm buffering, so I'm gonna abandon that spot. I'll keep my eyes open here. Yeah, it does seem like it's on the right tree. You can see it's still buffering. Okay. Try to get to the open area here. And I can pick up a nice strong signal again. And the hunt for the goldfinch might just have to continue. Yeah, it's amazing how much luck has to do with birding. Being in the right place at the right time. You know, there's two ways to really look at it. One could really drive you crazy, and the other way to look at it is just being lucky and blessed that what you did get to see. And with the right attitude, I find a lot of birds come to you. Like these guys. And the rock pigeons here. We're not really looking for rock pigeons, you know? I appreciate it. Like even the camera doesn't really want to focus on them. Ooh, the goose doesn't like them either. So neat. You could. I keep wanting to leave this spot, but then I keep hearing the goldfinch. But one thing I've learned is birds are horrible at taking direction. Well, some are at least. The majority of them are. Alright, well we'll go out to this first spot that I started at and take one good last look and see if we can end it on a nice bird. Well, if you joined, I really appreciate it. I'm going to be going it's the first day of May. I'm going to be going strong all May, doing several live streams a week. I'm having fun. Hopefully you are too. Okay, we got a white crowned sparrow here. Just get my angle a little better here. Okay, I'm just gonna mute it for a sec as this float plane flies over. I'm gonna turn the audio back on. Sorry about that.
I love it when the eagles come.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I hope their nest is full this year.
Yeah, so do I.
Alright, can we see a white? No, there's no white tail on that, I don't think. It could be a juvenile. Okay, purple finch. Let's go see if we can find that. I hear it. Marilyn hears it. We'll wander towards where we hear it. Okay, what was that? Not sure if that was the finch that flew into there. There's something up there. Getting little glimpses of. Hello. Yeah, juvenile eagle, I'd say. Juvenile bald eagle. Okay, there's gotta be the purple finch around here. I keep hearing it. Well, there's some more birds, probably not the ones we want, but there's some European starlings. Sounds like that finch went quiet. Okay, one last look. I know I keep saying that. I always like to end the stream on at least a lot. You know, nice shot. It's always nice to get a last species, but I see that one blue heron, but let's just check these two sparrows. Make sure they're ones we haven't got already. Is this the song sparrow? You see the herons there, waiting on a meal. It's got to feed its little ones as well. Now that sparrow did look like it had a bit of a longer tail. Oh, there's the song sparrow. But I think that will be our... Oh, spoke too soon. there. Yeah, it is a fox sparrow. Well, it's the song sparrow. Maybe not. Well, we're gonna end it on that. Thank you very much for joining the live feed. I'll be doing my best to ID the rest of the birds that we weren't able to ID. And I'll be posting that shortly this evening. In full 1080p version without any buffering, in case the buffering and the quality just doesn't work for you for the live. There's those videos available as well. Okay, well, I really appreciate it for tuning in. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you for all of May.